Welcome to TeamSnap Tournaments. This video is a quick overview of the app to show you where and how to access your admin capabilities. First, you'll want to sign in at tournaments.teamsnap.com. Your login information will be the same for both the web and the mobile apps. Next, if you need to add some members, you'll click the Members tab. Members can be added as either additional admins or scorekeepers. Admins have full administrative capabilities within the organization site, while scorekeepers have more limited and restricted admin capabilities to support scorekeeping duties. Then you'll click the Venues tab to set up your organization's venues. Venues for all your organization's tournaments only need to be set up once. They are created and stored here under the Venues tab in the Admin Overview, and they can easily be associated to tournaments later on. Once you have set up your venues, you are ready to set up your tournament. You can add a tournament in a couple of ways. The first is by clicking the green button with the white plus icon in the top right corner of the screen and select Add Tournament. Otherwise, you can click the Tournaments tab and then the Add Tournament button. You'll then want to enter your event details, including sport, start and end dates, and location in the Create an Event screen. Once you've done that, you'll see your event listed under the Tournaments tab, and you can click Manage to open your tournament settings and complete tournament setup. You'll navigate from top to bottom to enter in all of your tournament details. The Settings tab is where you can manage whether your tournament will be using rosters. You can indicate the pool naming format and the team identifier format. You can associate your venues from the list you created in your Venues tab earlier, set the daily event schedule, and other tournament settings. Next, you'll set up your tournament divisions. When you've got your divisions added, you'll move on to the Teams section. You can add teams manually, import them from a CSV file, or if you will be conducting tournament registration, you can have the coaches register the teams, and they will be added to the tournament once the registration and payment are complete. After adding teams, you will move to the pool section. You'll select a division, and you can then create the pools that the teams under that division will go into. You can either manually create the pools and then drag and drop each team to the pool they will be assigned to, or you can click the Auto Assign Teams to Pools button to have the system create the pools and distribute the teams among them. Next, you'll click the Games tab to create your matchups. Here you can also opt to manually set up each matchup by drag and drop, or you can click the Auto Generate Pool Games button to have the system generate the team matchups for you. Once the matchups are created, you'll see the number of matchups per team indicated by the number icon next to each team's block. If you scroll down, you will see all the matchups that were created. Next, you'll click Bracket to set up a bracket for each division of your tournament. First, you select the division, then click the Bracket button to select from the list of pre-made bracket templates. Once you have chosen your bracket, you click Save Template. Then you'll need to source the bracket. When the bracket setup is complete, you will want to make sure you click Publish Event Brackets to make them visible to any event followers. After setting up the bracket, you'll move on to the Schedule tab. You can either manually schedule your games or click the Auto Schedule Pool Play Games button to have the system create your schedule for you. If there are any game conflicts, they will be indicated in red on the schedule. Once the schedule is complete, you can click Publish Event Schedules to make these schedules public and viewable by your event followers. The Scores tab is where scores will be entered for each game, and the Results tab is where you can view results for each division and advance teams or pools to the bracket. Under the Sponsors tab, you can add sponsors for your event to sell ad space, and you can mark sponsors as local attractions to show up in the Local section of the mobile app. The Print tab will give you the current printing options available to you, including division schedules, location schedules, team schedules, etc. The Communication tab is where you can send in-app notifications, which are sent by default, and you can opt to send push notifications as well to various recipient groups. To promote your event, you'll click the Promote tab where you can review the various promotion options, including text that you can copy-paste into an email to send out to coaches, code that can be placed in a website or on social media to share the mobile app for download, etc. Once your tournament is all set up and ready, you'll want to publish it to make it active. To do this, you'll navigate back to the Admin Overview area by clicking the name of your organization at the top next to the tournament name, then click Publish below the tournament in the Tournaments tab list. If you're going to be using tournament registration, you'll first want to click the Settings tab, then Registration, to set your registration form settings across all tournament registrations for your organization. You can indicate accepted payment methods, get information on the required Stripe integration, create promo codes, multiple registration discounts, and enter your receipt settings. When you are ready to set up registration, you'll click the Registration tab, click Manage under the tournament name, then you can enter registration details under each section. The Settings tab here is where you will enter registration dates. Under Divisions, you can select what divisions are eligible for registration, and under Pricing, you can select the pricing structure and enter pricing amounts. Under Form Builder, you can turn on or off desired form fields and can make them required or optional by toggling the switches for each field. Waivers can be added in the Waivers tab, and the Promote tab has links that can be shared. The registration must be published for these links to direct participants to the correct location and allow them to access the registration. To publish the registration, you'll navigate back to the Admin Overview, and under the Tournament in the Registration tab, you'll click Publish to make it active. Once you have set up and published your tournament and tournament registration, you're ready to accept registrants. Once teams start registering and payment is completed, they will begin to show up under your dashboard in the registration section. And that's it. You're all set to use TeamSnap Tournaments.